Okay, so this is a bit of a ranty video, I suppose. A where do I go from here type video. I've been feeling really crappy. My anxiety and depression have taken full force and it's been creeping in for weeks and weeks now, and I've been doing my best to suppress it, I suppose, because I thought that if I do that, eventually, you know, I'm going to overpower it and it's going to go away or subside at least. Unfortunately, it hasn't. If anything, it's got a whole lot worse. Sorry, I'm trying to not to cry through this whole video. This is what I mean, like the depression, it's definitely taken its toll because I'm so emotional all the time. And yeah, it's not just a bit, it's like really emotional. Like my concentration, I'm sleeping but my pattern's starting to go out of sync, my irritability, my vision. All the things related to anxiety and depression are back. Well, they've always been there, but I just feel so defeated. Like, what's the point? I thought with all my efforts something would eventually give and I'd get something back. And I thought I could do it on my own, but now I'm questioning whether I can or not. I had an appointment with my doctor on Thursday. She gave me a low dose of Sertraline in doses, 50 milligram. I've picked up the prescription, I've got the tablets here, but I haven't taken any. I think I convinced myself that Sertraline was the ones that worked for me. But in reality, they're just the only ones that I took for over a long period of time. And in thinking about it, did they really work for me? I mean, suicide attempts and extreme suicidal thoughts, anger, irritability, don't really throw signs that they were working for me. I mean, I was drinking a lot then, which obviously has an effect. But I just feel so torn. I feel like if I take them, are they going to help? Like, all the side effects that you have to go through, the confusion, the shakes, the heart palps, the insomnia, the low mood, irritability, all of it heightens. And then for some it gets better, for some it doesn't. I mean, for me, I don't know. I can't really recall because I was drinking, so I don't know what was. I remember feeling really hot at one point, but they can make you feel elated, like feel better, euphoric. Is that the word? I don't know. And then they only work for so long, so it comes crashing down, and then it's, do you up the dosage? Do you come off them? And then the other option is, it's just scary because people think you just take a tablet and that's it, everything goes, problems go away, but they don't. I went to a very, very dark place for a lot of years, and I'm so scared that I'm going to end up back there. But then there's the other option, and that's that I don't take them. If I don't take them, that same risk is still there. I keep telling myself that it's bound to be hard. I've stopped drinking, I've stopped smoking, I'm vegan. So all my emotions are all over the place, and eventually it will clear and I'll just, I don't know what I'm expecting, but I just don't feel like I can do it anymore. And I think things aren't right because I'm struggling to do day-to-day things, like I haven't seen my family properly in about 3 weeks, and I've seen a lot more of them. I've been on my own basically. I don't know how I've done it, but I've managed to get to pole dancing lessons. Yeah, and do what I do there. I'll tell you, if I didn't have pole, I wouldn't have anything other than my family, obviously, but pole and food. I ripped all the wallpaper off the bathroom walls because I was going to decorate in there, and I've got halfway through that and haven't done it. It's just certain things that I haven't had a bath in about 5 days, and it doesn't faze me. I've ran a bath now, and I'm even contemplating what's the point in just getting back into bed, which isn't like me. I'm a 1 if not 2 baths a day kind of girl, or at least I was. That's what I mean, just certain things are creeping in, and like keeping curtains and blinds closed. What black cloud is looming over me. That's what I call this place. I hate where I live. I'm not ungrateful, but I hate where I live. So many bad memories and emotions and stuff in here. And I got to the point where none of that mattered anymore. It's home, but it just doesn't feel like home. No matter how much I change or I try, it just always comes back to this. My negative thinking is creeping in, and I'm going against it constantly, and just feel like I'm S1, you know. I don't know about graceful, but you know, you look the picture above the surface, and underneath I've literally moved my living room around and worked it around my pole. I'll show you it. So yeah, as you can see, I've put the sofa down that end. Excuse the state of it, it's disgusting. I know it needs decorating. But yeah, the pole is here. Well, there's Diva, the little one. Absolutely tiny, but she's 2. She's so pretty. Isn't you, Deeves? Not very sociable. Bit like Mum, isn't ya? Yeah, so I've got the whole back end of the living room as my gym. Can't wait to decorate in here. Better not start that yet, eh? Never get finished. I loved pole dancing, and I did that so that I'd have the room, so I'd just get up and go every morning. It hasn't happened, I haven't used it. I've messed around on it a couple of times with my nieces. Anyway, my point is, where do I go from here? I really need, I don't need telling what to do. I don't know, I'm scared. Either way I go, I'm scared. Take medication. Don't take medication. Anyway, anybody that's taken sertraline, if you could leave some comments on your experience with it, positive and negative. I mean, it could have worked miracles for some people. I've read the good and the bad, and I always do extensive research and that, and obviously I've got my own experience from it. But I'd like other people's opinions and input, so if you could leave some comments below. I'm sorry for the blubbing, I'm just torn. At least I got my fur babies. You know when you do you do the simplest of things, well, they seem simple on some days, but when you're like this, it's not the hardest thing in the world. Here they all come. There's bye-byes. Get lost, you. Carmen's here as well. Correct, cat lady. Yeah, like today I've washed up, tidied the kitchen, ran a bath, which I'm still to get in. Made my bed, made a fresh bed up. Them two hate each other, so I'm just waiting for a spat. Kish. Oh, you're a good boy. I say I haven't had cuddles, but you give me cuddles, don't you? Yeah, and then I've got cloves galore over here, look. And that's the type of thing I just couldn't cope with. I could not have that. It would drive me mad. My OCD would go ballistic. But that's what I mean. It's just there. Bye. It's there and it can stay there. Same with the bathroom. Hurt all over. My entire body hurts. Physically, it hurts, literally. Yeah, it's like today, there's an event going on. It's called the Umbrella Fair, and people know that I want to go. I've been saying for weeks about going, yet nobody's invited me. And to some it's like, oh, it's just an event. When it comes to the actual occasion, they still go, but I get no invite. And yeah, to some it's just a weekend like mini festival thing, but for me it marks a significant date. This was the first event I went to sober last year when I decided to change my lifestyle, my habits with drinking. That was the first event I went to and I did it sober. It felt great, and I just wanted to be able to go a year later and say, look where I'm at now. Yeah, I've been feeling extremely lonely, just very lonely. Can't remember the last time I had a cuddle. Ugh, thinking about it. Yeah, you realise who your friends are, and I don't really have any. I don't know if it's that people don't know what to say, so they say nothing, if people are ignorant, or if people just don't care. Nobody seems to try with me, or at least that's how it feels. I'm always the one that gets abandoned. I think that's a lot of my issues as well. Nobody ever sticks at it with me. I'm talking about every kind of relationship. And I know that's my part as well. But oh, I'm just thinking out loud now, but I keep thinking, what's the point in why am I here? And I just didn't expect to be going down this route again. I thought I'd be on the up by now. I know nothing comes easy and it doesn't happen overnight, and I'm not expecting miracles. I'm prepared to do the work for it. put in whatever I need to put in. I just need to know where to go now. What now? I just can't figure it out. No matter how I feel, I'll always bring the attitude. I'll always keep going. I'll never give up. But you have to have your moments where you just let it go, let rip, and that you need to reach out for a bit of help. Yeah, I said that out loud.